Good morning and welcome to your Weekend Healthy Chat. I'm your host, Dr. Sara, and today we have a great show lined up for you. We're going to talk with a bunch of women here from ShopRite Grocery Tours. Now, our pediatric health centers, one in Port Jervis and one in Middletown, have teamed up with local ShopRite grocery stores to help patients navigate the grocery store in a very healthy way. With us today from our health center, we have Dietitian Christy Bock. We have Kelly Pearson, Dietitian at Montague, New Jersey ShopRite, and Annette Cuevas, Dietitian at the Dulcin Avenue, Middletown, New York ShopRite. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sarah.
Well, thank you all for being with us. So we appreciate you being here. All right. So first to Christy. Now tell me a little bit about how ShopRite and Middletown Community Health Center became healthy food partners.
Well, absolutely. Within New York State, there's actually a governing body that helps collect all the community health centers, and it helps us keep on top of what's going on in the community. It helps make sure that what we're offering our patient is up to date, a lot of exciting news and other partnerships within the area. So the Chiquinis program, which is just short for that fancy thing that I said about New York State, is going to help us to get into the ShopRite grocery stores, bring our patients there, and let them understand a little bit about how many awesome services that the ShopRite registered dietitians have to offer.
Oh, great.
Yes, and that's a great benefit to the patients because one, I might see them at the office that you've referred over to me. We need to talk about a specific diet with the parents or with the children, and then they can go to the grocery store and they can speak with their ShopRite dietitians and they can really get a good plan together, finalize all the details. It's wonderful. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Now, for everybody, so how is working together been for the health center and ShopRite?
Yeah, so, I'll answer first. Our partnership is really about helping people become better informed consumers and just making the healthy food choices. Really, can you imagine that, having a registered dietitian, if anybody's ever talked to one before, we give you a lot of specific details at times, but we also help you even to make those little tweaks in your schedule, like, okay, well, when can I get to the grocery store? What should I be purchasing there? One thing to talk about it in the office, but then again, when the patients go to ShopRite, they basically figure out all the other details there. So, it's been great for me as a clinician in the health center, and I'll let ShopRite answer that question about how it's been for them.
Yeah, to Christy's point, I think it's going to be a great partnership. Annette and I are very excited to be a part of this. Like Christy said, she's in the clinical setting, and then actually bringing it home to where they shop, where Annette and I can, help and partner up and provide, one-on-one to help them navigate through the grocery store.
So what do you guys do at the grocery store? Do you help them find the certain items they're looking for that maybe Christy recommended, or how does that work?
Absolutely. We do many things at ShopRite. So we do individual and family nutritional counseling. We do in-store health screenings. Like you both have mentioned, we can shop. They can come and shop with us in the store. Group store tours, cooking demos. We have Kids Day events once a month.
Variety of activities, yeah.
Yeah, it's really a great program.
So what are the health assessments that you were speaking of?
We have quarterly health assessments. We have healthy heart screenings. We have DermaView screenings, cholesterol screenings.
Wow, I didn't know ShopRite offered all that. That's fantastic.
Yeah. And that's at both stores, right?
Yes.
It's at both stores and all of our stores, too.
Wonderful.
We coordinate to have all these screenings and events in store. It's a really great thing that ShopRite provides for the community.
Absolutely. So, and how do we get the word out there to the community? How do you advertise to say, okay, this month we're doing cholesterol screenings? How does that work?
Yeah, we each do our monthly calendars, and they can be found at ShopRite.com. We also do overhead announcements in store. We put up flyers in our store. We also, put in flyers at our local doctor's offices. We can also, contact Christy and let her know. So, yeah.
And she definitely gets the word out there.
Yes, she does.
And it was actually wonderful because I started working with Annette over on the Dulcin Avenue, Middletown ShopRite, and she's given me her flyers and her monthly newsletters, so we keep them in the office. I try to give them to the families and whatnot that really are interested in that information. So it's really been wonderful. I think that, the patients are happy, and I'm sure too they're starting to notice, a lot of people coming in with more questions for them, and yeah.
Well, that's great. Now, I know you touched base on this a little bit. So what are some of the things about the grocery store or departments in the grocery store that not too many people are aware of that help improve their shopping experience?
Okay. Even though we have so many various departments in our grocery stores, we really all collaborate and work together as a team. And it really is at ShopRite a family when it boils down to all of it. But some things that, I think sets us apart that makes us special is, in our produce department, you can go in and, our associates will help you pick out your fruits and vegetables. They'll core a pineapple for you.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they'll do a lot of great things. You can go into our seafood department and, if you want your lobster, your shrimp steamed, they'll do that. We have...
that is so awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, especially for
some
people.
of the workout.
Exactly, yeah. We also, if there's a type of fish that you're looking for within 48 hours notice, we can go out and get it that fish that you like.
Wow.
So there's really great, great attributes in the store.
Our deli also has a make it a meal program where you can pick your entree and then pick 2 healthy sides to go along with it. And we have grilled chicken and salmon,
asparagus.
And it's already prepared?
Already prepared, and then you bring it home and just warm it up. And but we also have other, in our meat department, we do small batch for our ground meat. So any of the meat is ground today, sold today. So you're guaranteed the freshest meat. We also have an excellent and expanded live-right aisles, which have our organic and gluten-free items for people that are following that lifestyle.
Right.
And we always are available to answer any questions that you may have. So I think probably one things that does make our store really special is the fact that ShopRite cares about health and wellness.
Absolutely.
And putting a registered dietitian in our stores.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So you do have that go-to person, especially when you hear a lot of stuff and conflicting things that, if they go to Christy and get some information, now they can come to the store. Christy,
shop with us.
Yeah, and Christy said, I should be eating more fruits and vegetables. I don't know how to prepare it. I don't, and we're there to help guide them in that way.
That's great. And I don't think many people realize that resource is out there.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic.
Yeah,
that you
it's
guys
really
provide
great.
that.
It's really great.
So now I know you have a grocery shopping tour planned for Montague and Middletown. Now tell me a little bit about what kids and their parents can expect when they go.
Christy and I hold the tour, and we're hoping to get about 10 kids with at least one adult along with us. So we'll do a nice little tour through the grocery store, maybe a little scavenger hunt with the kids.
Oh, that's very cute. My
help
son
them
would
find
love
a food
that.
item. And then we'll play a nutrition-based little game with them to teach them.
And it's also really nice when we do the store tours because our managers are available too, and it provides that one-on-one connection with the parents to know that, they can go to somebody that they recognize and help guide them also, especially if Annette and I are, not available. At least they have another go-to person that they can ask questions to. So it's a lot of fun. And, we do the scavenger hunts with the kids. We will even, if they never tried a piece of fruit or vegetable that they've never had, we'll wash that up and cut it up so they can try it. So we're all about having fun through the grocery store.
Yeah. And really, and kind of on my end then, as I'm seeing the patients back, they've really just said, how generous ShopRite was. They always get gift cards as far as an incentive to participate with the program.
Oh, wow.
So, you come with your child, you're automatically guaranteed that you're going to get a gift card for some dollar amount just to go shopping there. So, I mean, if that isn't incentive enough,
it is.
But also ShopRite gives us free samples. So if they're, when we do select them together as dietitians so that they're healthy alternatives for their families. And I mean, everybody's just really enjoyed it. And like we were just kind of talking about with all those different services that, the dietitians at ShopRite provide, it really opens people's eyes. It really helps them, really kind of feel part of their community too. Because, just as we were talking about, we do these games and things. Well, I remember as a kid, literally, we had field field trips to go to our grocery store when I was a kid. So, we were able to go and talk to the department managers. And, obviously at that time when we were kids, the bakery shop was the best place to be. But
it still kind of is sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. But, it's nice because we want people to understand that, dietitians, we can have a very specific role, but we're really here to help promote, community togetherism, and that, we're here to help people and inform them. So, what a great thing. If they don't have it in the schools, they can come to the local stores. They can come to their dietitian to get that information.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really great partnership. And I think that, people enjoy coming into the store and having a familiar face, a place to go that, if they have a question, they have that person, that go-to person. Yeah. And it makes them, it makes them feel good and makes us feel good. We enjoy what we're doing and being able to help promote that health and wellness because that's what we're there. That's what we do.
Well, that's great. Well, on that note, we'll be right back after this. Welcome back. We're here talking about the partnership with ShopRite and Middletown Community Health Center, and we just left off talking about the grocery tours. So now, when are the tours? Where are they located? And how does someone sign up for that?
For the Montague store at the ShopRite on Montague, we're going to hold our store tour on Thursday, May 29th. They're going to start at 3:30, and then we'll probably go until 5:30, depending about how busy we are, how many kids that we get. And for Annette...
And for Dolson Avenue, our tour will be Monday, June 9th from 12:30 to 1:30. And you can contact me, Annette Cuevas, at 845-467-7064, or you can contact Christy.
Yep, and our contact number at the health center is 845-343-7614. Ask for Christy, and I can answer your questions and make sure that you and your son or daughter are signed up.
Now, is there limited spacing for this?
There is limited spacing, because we don't want to clog up the aisles too much. So we're asking that the cap be about 10 children accompanied with a parent or a guardian. So what I would suggest is to call in and reserve your spot, whether you're contacting Annette, myself, or Christy to reserve that spot.
Now, I know we were just talking about healthy choices at the store, and I know it doesn't end there. So let's talk about both the school system and how parents can bring the advice you give them home.
Okay. Well, for me, I work a lot with Port Jervis School District. I've started a fruit and vegetable program where the kids get to try a different fruit or vegetable every single month. And that's been a really great partnership because a lot of kids may not have been exposed to certain fruits or vegetables. So it gives them a chance to try something new. Right. And we really encourage, them to use their senses when they're eating. And then they take that information and they bring it back to mom and dad, who mom and dad are the ones who are coming into the grocery store and buying those fruits and vegetables. And, it's really great to hear them say, hey, mom, dad, I really want to get this fruit or vegetable. I tried it at school. To be excited about food is really, really
and about
great.
Healthy choices.
And
too.
Healthy choices, of course, definitely. So, I think it'll be great. And I hope that the takeaway message is health and wellness with the tours that we're doing with Christy.
We also do a lot of that with our Kids Day program in the store. Myself, in our store, we have, I've been having Girl Scout troops come in and we talk about different topics each time. We also did a fruit tasting. We did an ugly fruit and a prickly pear, things that, kids normally wouldn't have in their home. So this is an opportunity for them to try different things and then go home and tell mom and dad all about it. I also did a topic of whole grains, where each child had a whole grain product, and we read the label together and how to identify whether a food is a whole grain.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And even to kind of, tag on to what they were saying, I think when I'm speaking with them, again at the office, it really seems that school lunches kind of seem to be one of the worst things, that parents have trouble with. And they're saying, I'm trying to help my child lose weight, or I'm helping them, try to make healthier food choices, but that school lunch is just not the best choice.
Right.
So,
and that's where we can come in and, show mom and dad, all right, here's some menu ideas, here's some recipe ideas, here's some ideas that you might have to just make it a little bit easier. We know life is very busy, especially when you have kids. So, just giving them the tools and the knowledge just to be able to make the healthier choices. And we can just guide them through the aisles to,
make those better choices.
Yeah. And so it's wonderful. I love to dovetail people over to Annette, and it's wonderful when the kids can go in there, get some more ideas for their school lunches, and then maybe they're bringing a fruit with them to school lunch and they're eating that instead of the other sides. It's wonderful.
No, that sounds great. Now, I know with the warmer weather approaching, since it is very slowly, but it's finally getting here, so let's talk about some healthy foods for summer and some exercise tips.
Yeah. So, I'm a big fan of grilling. I just am. I've just always loved grilling. I think it's a very, clean, easy way to cook your food. It's also very efficient as well. Don't forget too, you can always grill your vegetables on the grill.
I love grilled vegetables.
Yeah. And it's just a matter of, cutting them up to whatever size it is that you prefer to eat them with. Put a little light dressing on there, maybe some Italian dressing, or even just some dry rub mix that doesn't have a lot of sodium. Wrap it up in a foil, stick it on your grill, wait maybe 20 to 30 minutes. Potatoes cook up really good on the grill. Onions cook up really good on the grill. Pineapples, even as far as fruit. I've tried apples. It sounds a little different, but it's very tasty. It's very delicious.
Yeah, and, Annette and I can definitely give menu ideas and recipes out for, maybe you might be a little confused on, which lean cut of meat to choose when you're at the store. And, we have butchers on site that will help you
guide you through it
to pick those leaner choices, and we're also there too. So you're choosing your lean red meats, your poultry. You can even grill fish, and our seafood department also can give you many ideas on how to cook, because sometimes people I think fall into I really want to eat healthy, but I don't know how to prepare it.
Right.
And we're here to give those recipe ideas, and even through our cooking demos, showing different techniques on how to cook those foods.
Absolutely.
So.
Now, what are the cooking demos?
We do cooking demos every single week. The times vary. Again, you can find our calendars in store or go on the ShopRite.com.
Dawson Avenue also has a beautiful new cooking demo area.
Oh, nice.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's something to be excited about. Now, along with the healthy food choices, let's talk a little bit about exercise and what we're recommending for the coming season of summer. Obviously, being outdoors more.
Right. And I think we're all really anxious to get outside. I think many of us were feeling cabin fever.
Definitely.
I know, the winter seems so long.
Winter.
Yeah. So, one of the best things is just getting out there. If it was a nice, really warm weather weekend, the sun was out, go outside with your children or go outside together with somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
Go for a walk, a bike ride.
Yeah.
Go to the park. Yeah. Encourage that activity.
Yeah. I've seen some local convenience stores and other pharmacies recently. They always have a lot of sale items for seasonal things. There's catcher's mitt with that Velcro pad with the baseball.
Great idea.
Yeah.
There's kites that they have. There's sidewalk chalk. There's so many different things you can do. You just got to plan a time and do it.
Yeah, I think sometimes people hear the word exercise and, get a little intimidated.
They think they have to go to a gym.
And it doesn't have to be. Enjoy the nice weather, get out there, have a catch, go for a bike ride, a walk, take the dog for a walk.
Right.
It doesn't have to be running a marathon, but just getting out there
and doing something more than just sitting watching TV on the couch.
Exactly. And if you are inside, it's a rainy day, you can definitely do exercises in front of the TV, commercials, lifting, taking some cans and doing some arm exercises, so just thinking a little bit outside the box. box
No,
to get active.
Absolutely. Well, this show has been terrific. Thank you, ladies, for being
Thank you
with
for
us
having
today.
us.
Thank you for Dr. Little.
Yes, and we'll be right back after this. Welcome back. Now's the time in our show for our email question of the week. And this mom writes, Dr. Sara, my 4-year-old son started with a runny nose and has been sneezing up a storm since last week. I've been using nasal saline to help dry him out, but it's not working. What else can I add? Well, allergy season is definitely upon us, and from multiple reports, we are in for a rough one. In addition to nasal saline, I suggest to patients to start with either children's Zyrtec or Claritin, and both can be found